Welcome to Master the Game. I am Juce. This is Paula. And this day's video of RPGaDay is day number 8, for sure. I looked at the number.
For sure, for sure.
So the word, though, is obscure. So let's get started. RPGaDay Day 8, the word is obscure, and I will be honest, this is a tough one. This is really hard for me.
You're not sure what to do?
I have no idea what to do for obscure. Do you?
I can go
Well, we
first.
can talk about, like, all sorts of things.
I got stuff. So...
I'm not impassioned about it.
Obscure led me to think of, like, obscuring mist, right?
Okay.
And talking about, vision and cover, right?
Okay.
I mean, so I find that, I mean, any spell like that, you know, sort of like inhibits vision.
Oh, there's a spell called Obscuring Mist?
Yeah, isn't
I didn't know. I don't know, maybe. I know of Misty Step.
Did I make that up?
If you did, that's fine.
Okay.
Maybe it's an older edition thing.
Maybe it was like, it's like a fog spell, basically, right?
Would that just be fog? I don't know.
Did I just make that up?
No, let's go with Obscuring Mist. That sounds
You
nice.
should hand me a book.
I will.
Just pass it just right over there.
Well, keep talking and I'll get it.
Okay, so Obscuring Mist, right? So I'm pretty sure, like, you're really making me second guess myself now.
if it's wrong.
Like here. No, I'm gonna look it up. No.
You gotta talk. You're telling your story.
I'm gonna look it up. So
This is like at the game table.
I was just thinking of, like, vision and, you know, cover. So one thing that I am not very good at doing is taking into account as, like, a DM, cover. Like, somebody's got, like, partial cover, especially if monsters have cover. Oh, I forget about that all the time. Like, I have no good way of keeping track of it. Like,
Do you even know the cover rules in 5e?
I don't know, you know. I usually look them up before.
They're on the GM screen, though. Maybe not on that page.
It's not on here.
So the only other option is 2nd edition for you, probably.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
It's not in there.
I'm
There's
just
no
gonna
Obscuring
look at
Mist.
them back,
So anyways, keep
just
talking
in
about how
case.
you have a hard time keeping track of cover.
So, like, how do you, what I was going to ask is, like, how do you keep track of cover? No, give me the book. Don't be looking it up.
What do you mean, how do you keep track?
So how do you remember that
If you're
something
using
has
miniatures.
cover or, like...
Well, if you're using miniatures, it's pretty easy.
Well, I
They're
thought
behind
about
something.
No, because sometimes, like, you don't have, like, you know,
Terrain.
something to put in front of them
No,
or
but you
the
can
appropriate
draw
terrain
stuff
or
out.
something like that.
Like, for instance,
forget
when
about
you
it.
did the, what was it? The Kobold Press layers, and, like, we were in the rubble and over the wall. You remembered it then. Because you drew it on the map.
It's not in here either.
Yeah, I don't think it exists. It's okay. It's something else.
Did I make that up? Is it like...
Have you ever heard of Obscuring Mist?
What is that from?
I don't know. Google it. Your phone's way away. Don't worry about it. We'll worry about it later.
No, I'm going to go get it.
She made up Obscuring Mist. We know she did. And that's okay. It doesn't matter.
How do you keep track of, like, cover and stuff like that?
I just know, like, because on the map, it's either drawn, like there'll be boxes drawn for, like, crates, and they're behind it. I don't think that's hard. I usually think it's hard to keep track of which enemies are being hit, depending on how many enemies you have. Like, which one took this much damage, and that's the part that's hard. It's not that big of a problem, in my opinion. It's just not.
It doesn't mess you up?
No.
I just forget, and then, like, or sometimes vision, like, okay, like, here's who can see, and, like, dark vision or whatever, and then it gets to be...
Well, yeah, that part's hard.
It gets to be dark or something like that.
Because I see 4 humans at my table.
Like, oh, I
not
forgot.
An elf and a dwarf and a drow.
Yeah, like, oh, I forgot this person can see, so I need to tell them that, hey, they can probably, like, see this, or,
you can prompt yourself with questions. Like, all right, What kind of vision do you guys have? What are you using as a light source? Like, stuff like that is usually what people ask.
I didn't make it up, by the way.
What's it from?
Pathfinder.
You barely played
Obscuring
Pathfinder.
Mist. It doesn't matter.
I know, but how do you remember that when you played like twice? 3 times, maybe.
Because I played...
Did your gnome have it?
I played a sorcerer.
Did your gnome have it?
Probably.
Or your oracle in our solo game?
I don't know. I must have. Because it says, yeah, it's like a fog. A misty vapor arises around you and it's stationary. It obscures all sight.
I'll give it to you.
Dark vision beyond 5 feet. Right? I mean, yeah. Sorcerer 1. It's first level spell. So, yeah, that's what it's from.
Okay.
Okay, so cool. Didn't make shit up. That's nice.
Should we do S-bombs too?
We should just do a swear tally. It's like a swear jar.
Would damn count?
No.
Damn's kind of lame.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, no, I think it's fine. I've never had a problem with it. Do you know? You didn't answer the question. Do you know the rule for what cover is that?
I told you. I said usually I just look it up.
But you know more about D&D than me. I don't care if I know more or not. I'm just saying. Okay, fine.
Isn't it, actually, it's like 50% cover is like disadvantage or something like that. That's stupid.
Nope, none of it's...
-4.
Right, and then -2.
Yeah, it's like half cover. That's what it is.
Yeah, it's like 75% half. Yeah. Or full.
So, but I just...
Full is disadvantage.
I just forget, especially if like, okay, when I've ran like a module before or something like that, and it'll say like, oh, they're peeking out from behind this, and I like RP it that way, and then I get to that point, and I'm just rolling, and I'm just like rolling dice just to get stuff going, and like I forget that they have cover and partial cover,
Doesn't break the
so
game.
it's like, no, but it's just like, oh, I forget. And sometimes, you know, there were only 4...
Hey, I forget I'm raging half the time as a barbarian and doing half damage.
There are only like 4 goblins. And it's like, oh, I would have made it 6 otherwise.
Right.
You know, or something like that. I don't know. So that's what I got for obscuring. That's what it made me think of, obscuring mist.
That's fine.
You made me think that I would, like, was really making shit up.
Yeah, it didn't matter if you were or not, though. It's all about what it, inspires in you.
I know,
so
but I was, like, so certain.
You were right. It was in Pathfinder.
I know.
We don't play Pathfinder right now.
I know, but, like, okay, cool. It's whatever. It's like when somebody was, what were we doing? We were making characters, and, we were making characters for a game online. And, he was talking about something, and I said, why don't you play a scout? And somebody was like, scouts have never existed. Like, they're commenting.
Yeah, but you meant a ranger. You did not mean the background. The background is not...
No, I did. I said I was just reading about a scout. And they were like, no, there's nothing that's a scout. And I'm like, bullshit. And I spent, 40 minutes looking through, wait. To find that.
So here's the thing. You used it to justify your argument. However, when someone asks you, what are you going to play? You say a cleric, a wizard, a fighter, a barbarian, sorcerer, whatever. You don't say, I'm going to be an urchin. Nobody says they want to play a background. They play the class. And when you said scout, which technically can be a ranger, it's even...
No, you said you were thinking about, I want a character that's more like a scout. Oh, okay, well, there's a scout.
I didn't play that, though. I ended up playing
I know, because you got frustrated, and then I wouldn't give up.
I didn't say scout. You said scout.
No, okay.
It's on video. It's the Tomb of Annihilation character creation.
Tell us what you got for obscuring, Mr. Fancy Pants.
Just getting mad.
Mr. Fancy Pants.
So I'm just going to talk about obscure systems. So I've kind of played it safe most of my time with playing games. Mm-hmm. From 97... until 2010, I really only played Heroes Unlimited. I played a little bit of Rips in chat rooms, but I had never done anything outside of that. I wanted to play D&D in the late 90s, early 2000s. However, the one group I knew of was full, which they were, but I say in quotes because I feel like you still could have made some. But they had a lot of people in their group. But that would have been cool because I liked those people. And since we graduated high school, I fell out of contact with them. Well, I didn't fall out of contact. We just don't... it's not like we're buddies anymore. Like I did like a 24-hour or 48-hour psychology sleep deprivation project. And that was a lot of fun. We hung out at, at their house and stuff. But I wished I could have played D&D with them. So that was around 2003. But, yeah, so then I played it safe that whole time, just sticking to what I knew. And I didn't venture out because Palladium Books is, one, it's kind of obscure now. Like, they've fallen off. They've lost a lot of popularity. But they've been around for a long time and at one point were a heavy hitter in the RPG industry with riffs. But I didn't venture out because the Megaverse encompasses like every genre you can think of, from fantasy to heroes to post-apocalyptic to space to whatever. So it was like, well, why do I need to play these other things that it's the same thing? I'm throwing dice and role-playing. Why do I need to try new systems? So I didn't get trying the new system thing. And then I played 2nd edition and had a lot of fun. And then I played some Pathfinder and some Palladium. The first time I actually played Palladium Fantasy was when we went to that guy's house in Livonia and in his living room on their couches and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
That was my first time playing Palladium Fantasy. It was before that because the first time I went by myself.
Yeah.
I
forgot that.
That was a big group, too.
That wasn't D&D.
Yep. But it was a lot of fun. But I loved playing with those guys, but we moved shortly after that. But, so again, it wasn't like this big thing until I tried 2nd edition. I really had fun with that. And I realized with Palladium Fantasy, I really liked Palladium Fantasy. And I was like, they all feel a little different. So then I was like, well, Pathfinder's really popular. I see these YouTube channels talking about it. So I was like, I want to try that. And then I originally was interested because the Game Mastery Guide, I saw that. And the tables in it are amazing. I love the Pathfinder Game Mastery Guide. It is like a DM's best toolkit. I recommend it no matter what system you're playing, just because of the random tables. And they're all relevant to whatever you want.
Yeah.
They're not like little
flex.
Stupid mundane things usually.
Yeah.
Like it could be a plot, it can be you can plan a whole campaign around some of the stuff in there.
Yeah.
So that's what made me go, wow, these are written well. And then I went and played the D&D Next playtest about a year and a half, or maybe it was just 4th edition. I don't know, but it was like a year and a half before 5th edition came out.
Did we ever play like 3.5 D&D? Just like straight 3.5?
No, you wanted to play 2nd edition.
Okay.
So we didn't play that together. No. In fact, I've never played 3.5. We just have the books from you. Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah. But so I tried Pathfinder, and I liked how the books are written. I feel like they're written really well from their staff. They're very in-depth, detailed. Page count by the money, you get a lot for your money because how many pages there usually are. And there's just a lot of good things like in their setting and everything. So then I was like, oh, I got to try this. But shortly after that, 5th edition came out, and then the one-shot group started. And then it was, hey, let's try new systems, me and a bunch of guys online. And so I've tried a few other things. And then it was like styles that we played too.
Yeah, you've tried it way more than I have. I mean,
but I haven't tried that many still.
Yeah, I mean, but I've played obviously I've played D&D, right? And I started with 2nd edition. I played 3.5 a ton, right? And then I played Pathfinder in 5th edition.
Right, but none of these are obscure.
I played Savage Worlds.
Yeah, but that's pretty popular.
Those are all pretty mainstream, normal.
Yeah, because we played the Shintar setting.
Uh-huh.
And then Shintar was for Savage Worlds by Sean Patrick Fannin.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to look at the books over there.
No Thank You Evil. And then so recently, Bebarce, I hope I'm saying that name right, he sent me the Power Outage superhero game that you can play with kids. So I'm going to be playing that hopefully soon with my daughter. I got No Thank You Evil.
We played that game that your friend did, though.
Which one? Oh, 70 System?
Yeah.
70 System by Gareth was fun.
That was cool. But
it's a dice pool system.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
I think, too, though, I really liked his style in general. So I think I would have liked playing, regardless, even if it was a different
I don't
system.
like that every single thing is like in initiative order though. Like everything. Even conversations between each other. It's like, okay, you get 3 seconds. But like that part kind of put me off because I like to free form talk just like in person.
Yeah, I mean, so sometimes, but I also like that because I have a tendency because I have a tendency to kind of sometimes be the character who I don't like to interrupt other people, especially if you're playing online. Sometimes you have to interrupt people to, get your point across.
No, it's just hard to read cues online.
So it just makes it difficult, and so I don't want to interrupt people, so then I know what I'm saying, what I wanted to say. So I like that in an online setting. I don't know that in person I would like it quite as much. But online, I think it was really helpful for me. Like, I always felt like I got to do what I wanted to do. I got to say what I wanted to say. Nobody ever talked over me. And that's another thing that happens to me a lot, especially playing with new people, is, like, somebody will talk over me and, And
yeah, but that's not because of the system. That's because of the DM.
Yeah, I know. But I was just saying, like, that's a different system that is not, like... I've been getting these new ones from Orcs Unlimited, so it's like We Hunt Bugs. Bloat Games, he's doing RPGaDay. I've got Dark Places and Demogorgons, which is like a Stranger Things feel. It's an OSR game, so it's old school revival, like old D&D style. But it's Stranger Things, so you can play like teens from the 80s and stuff. But then he also made Vigilante City, which I got the core... hero book for that. I don't have the villains one or mutants one for that. Got a lot of options. Maybe
we have some obscure games. Well, I want to. I want to get into a weekly one shot, and I want to do a weekly campaign, like a campaign that's just continuing. And I'll run both, or whatever, or trade off with like the obscure one or whatever. But like that's what I want to do because I want to try some new things and test to see if there's other things out there that I do really want to incorporate into my games. Like. Yeah. So,
if you have an interest in doing a weekly one-shot with some different types of game systems...
comment below.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll work something out and stream it on Twitch or something, or stream it here.
That would be, cool. I'm just saying, like, if there are other people out there that are interested in a couple of those games that you mentioned or whatever, like, it's a good opportunity to just, like, chime in and... For sure. Make some connections.
There's also the Adventures in Middle-earth for 5th edition. That's a good one. I played a couple of games of that. That was fun. I haven't played the Dragon Age game yet either. No, Fantasy Age and Dragon Age would be fun to play.
It was a long list.
Yup.
You need to make a list.
I'd play Savage Rifts again,
Prioritize.
I wouldn't mind running Savage Rifts, actually. I think that'd be a lot of fun. I just don't have like good miniatures for that. Because sometimes you have like big mechas and... so I don't have miniatures for like mechas and stuff. Mechs.
I don't know. I have no idea. Anyway.
But yeah. So anyways, if you're interested in any of those, let us know below. Tell us who had the better story. This was Master of the Game. I am Juice. This is Paula. This was Day 8, Obscure. Like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends. And watch all the other RPGaDay videos. And game on.